They stage the scene like a heartbeat that keeps skipping. Kyle wakes up convinced he can fix everything with the same fierce intensity that got him into trouble in the first place, while Claire wakes up with a quietness that has been building for weeks, a small, stubborn resistance to being pushed back into a life that keeps disappointing her. Kyle's attempts to control the tempo, to talk faster, to apologize louder, only make Claire feel smaller, and that pressure, the constant need to be reassured, the repeated lies that keep surfacing, the way he misunderstands her need for time, finally snaps something inside her. The spoilers say Kyle's insistence isn't healing, it's driving Claire into someone else's orbit. By morning, the rupture is no longer something that could be smoothed over with talk. Claire chooses clarity over the chaos of waiting, and she breaks things off. In scenes teased for the next episodes, Claire pulls herself out of the familiar friction of the Abbott house and reaches for a new possibility: Holden Novak. The reporting notes she actually calls Holden and accepts his offer to travel to Los Angeles. A move that feels less like running away and more like stepping forward to see what the rest of her life might hold. That call is a punctuation mark in her story, not an act of cruelty toward Kyle, but an act of self-preservation and curiosity. Holden's kindness is written as the soft opposite of Kyle's intensity. He listens, he proposes things like Disneyland and a trip that sounds more wholesome than dramatic. The suggestion of LA, of distance but also of new scenery, offers Claire a playground where she can test herself without the weight of past mistakes. From the spoilers, Holden's interest seems genuine. He's offering a chance to explore rather than to fix. That dynamic is dangerous for Kyle because Claire hasn't had the experience of dating beyond him. The novelty of Holden's gentle attention and the promise of simple fun are tempting, especially when contrasted with the emotional turbulence she's come to expect. Meanwhile, Genoa City's love map is never simple. Kyle isn't the only man orbiting danger. Audra Charles is a force who doesn't quietly accept defeat. She's been working to destabilize Kyle and Claire's relationship, sometimes with calculated moves that look like flirtation and other times with a toothier intensity that suggests she won't let go even if she loses. Spoilers and recaps have hinted that Kyle and Audra share combustible chemistry. A kiss in France, sharp confrontations, and a push and pull that reads like mutual self-sabotage. Now that Claire is stepping away, the door opens for Audra to step in, and Kyle's own defensiveness could be what pushes him toward her rather than away from all of this drama. The question the spoilers lay out: will Kyle and Audra actually become a real thing, or are they merely two people playing at reckless emotional safety? Hangs over every scene. The emotional fallout ricochets beyond the adults. Harrison, Kyle's child, is a quiet witness to the unraveling, going from hugging Claire and sharing small domestic routines to being the hinge on which loyalty and hurt pivot. For Claire, leaving doesn't feel like abandoning Harrison so much as choosing a version of herself who can be steadier for him in the long run. For Kyle, the loss is a mirror showing him exactly how his patterns have hurt the people he loves. Spoilers mention those intimate, ordinary moments: breakfast at the mansion, a family routine interrupted, and they humanize the split in a way that makes it feel inevitable rather than sensational. So what might come next? The writers have set up two competing trajectories. One in which Claire tests the gentleness of Holden and discovers independence, and possibly a real, calmer romance. And another where Kyle, raw and looking for comfort, either doubles down or finally learns to change, or else tumbles into a passionate, messy dalliance with Audra that answers hurt with heat rather than growth. Both paths carry consequences: Claire's need to see what's out there and Kyle's temperamental pull toward drama. The only guarantee is that neither choice will be quiet.